I'm James Zanewicz of Connect here at the BLPN during JPM Healthcare Week. And it's my pleasure to welcome back one of my longtime friends and colleagues, Tim Glennon. Welcome back to the bullpen.
Hey, thanks, James. Great to see you. I'm just curious, how many times you had to give that intro so far this weekend?
I don't know. We lose count. You know, I do it as many as they tell me to. I am a show pony. I get up here and I do the things and stuff. But, you know, sometimes I'm funnier than others, like right now.
Are you going to dance?
That would catch. And if you watched Martin back in the day, you know that. And then you go, damn, Gina. But anyway, back to the interview.
Yeah.
But anyway, you know, we have our three standard questions. One is, there may be people who are newer to Bullpen and don't know you yet. Give us a little background on your history and how you got where you are today.
Yeah, long story, but almost 30 years in the life science industry. Started at a little company called 𝗕𝗟𝗡 way back in the late 90s. From there, went to 𝗕𝗟𝗡𝗡. Where I worked in some brand management and learned a lot about generic business. From there, went over to the startup world, which is definitely a different challenge.
Yep.
You know, you got to really fight for every dollar you get, and so
all the freedom, none of the cash.
Yeah, exactly. But worked for 2 startup companies, and then about 20 months ago, started my consulting group, Illumination Strategy Group, which what we do is a small fractional consulting group, C-suite. Services where we really try to consult companies from lab to market, helping them think about their strategy both corporately and financially,
right,
so that they can have the right roadmap to success, which includes obviously raising money, which is why we're all out here at JPM.
Well, and as part of that, I imagine you have a couple things that you're working on right now that are driving you every day when you get up. It may be a favorite company, it may be a project. Like what's going on that is exciting to you today?
Well, obviously, and Stella, this is for you, �11 is near and dear to my heart. No, 𝗕𝗟𝗡𝗀𝗃, 𝗪𝗏𝗪 is the company. We're about to start a Series A, so out here having some pre-discussions, really looking for our lead investors. 𝗪𝗏𝗪 is a really interesting company. We're bringing a first-in-class new bone regenerative to the market, and it's really different in that it works with the body's physiological properties, and it stimulates the osteogenic pathways to regrow bone. And we're starting in dental, and then eventually we'll go to orthopedics. So that's why I'm out here.
Well, very cool. So you have multiple applications, which is always great for a company because you have multiple pathways to market, which I love. So I imagine as part of that, you've done a lot to help people in the BLPN. You give of yourself, you know, effortlessly all the time, helping to connect people right and left. But when you come up here and subject yourself to me, you get to make an ask too. So what can we do to help you today as well?
Well, look, I love coaching, and so that's always something that's going to be fun, and I love helping companies try to raise money. It's just, it's the fun and why we're here. But I really, the ask that I have is don't be afraid to ask me something. I know sometimes it can feel like, you know, it's always awkward to ask somebody, but I would say don't be afraid, really take it to heart and really ask, because I'm happy to connect anybody with anybody in my network, especially if it's going to be meaningful and help you advance your cause.
And so if somebody's looking to connect with you for that, cocktails, LinkedIn, email, what's best?
All of the above.
Yeah, especially if it leads to a cocktail.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, you know, any of the communication channels, I'm always on LinkedIn. Cell phone, text is always great. Happy to set up a meeting, especially if you're in the bullpen. Make sure you introduce yourself, because I think we're all getting spammed now in LinkedIn. So if you say you're a bullpen member, I'm usually very quick to respond.
Yeah, and there's other ways to do this. I mean, trying to train people, like when they reach out, don't just send a request, send a note, especially on LinkedIn, tell people why. But another way that I like to do things is, what's a fun fact or a word or a phrase or something they can include in there where you're like, all right, it's not spam, but it's also something that brings a smile to your face and lets you know this is one to move to the top of my list.
Well, if they say go Gators, James,
of course.
yeah, they're on the top of my list.
Whether or not it hurts them, you need go Gators in there.
Especially if you're a Georgia Bulldog fan or an LSU Tiger, you say go Gators, you are on the top of my list.
You don't have your golden gator on though. I'm surprised. What's going on?
I know. I got to be honest with you. I sort of hung the Gators crap in the closet after this last year. I'm starting anew. I threw everything away.
Well, next year maybe you can get Christian to incorporate a gator into the BLPN. Like,
hey,
gator
look.
action on on it.
I forgot I was advertising for
right?
the BLPN. Look at me.
You got the gator sailing across the top.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Tim, I do want to thank you. Thank you again for hanging out with us here. It's always fun to sit and chat with you, especially on days like this, location like this. It's why there's so much to the BLPN, like the members, the people, this kind of interaction. But when you get to do that here and not in a ballroom in Union Square, it's kind of incredible.
I mean, look, an office or San Francisco Harbor and the Golden Gate Bridge.
Exactly.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
That's why we love coming to the Golden Gate Yacht Club, which is also super affordable to join, so people can look at that too.
It's a great venue. It's really a nice place to come after a long day down in Union Square, running around from hotel to hotel. Christian and the team have done a great job.
Yeah, well, thank you once again. Appreciate your time as always, and have a great JPM week.
Yeah, thanks, James. Good to see you.